Today we're going to talk about keys to network marketing. The secrets that I'm going to share with you will help you understand what it takes to make it. For those of you who are here for the first time, my intention is to explain to the best of my ability what this business is about. The business of Amway is a fantastic business because one of the gifts that it offers is freedom. One of the biggest rewards that it gives is freedom. A very important question that you must ask is how much are you willing to give to earn your freedom? This is key to understanding the business. How much are you willing to give to be free? Another question to ask yourself is, do you think that you're free? I have people tell me, yes, I think I'm free. In my case, before I started my business, I thought I was free. I thought I was free because I was told that I lived in a free country. And today I say, hello, what type of freedom did I have? I never had the means to leave Texas. How was I free if I was not able to leave my office when I wanted to go? What type of freedom did I have if I was not able to do what I wanted to do with my life? What type of freedom do I have if I can't do what I want? Am I considered free if I never have time to do things with my family? What type of freedom is it when I never had economic flexibility? A freedom where you have to do what you have to do just to earn money. So my question is, are we really free? When I first started the education program, I would hear the word freedom. But because I was never really free, I had to understand what it meant in order to make a decision to work towards it. Early on in the business, I began the process to understand what is important in network marketing. I would ask questions like, what do we do in this business? Why was I invited to this business? When I asked these first questions, I started to understand. I ask these questions because it is very interesting to watch people when they start. I see a lot of people complain about the business. Oftentimes, your groups will leave the business. People will come into this business and they leave. When I talk to people that leave, they say, oh, I got bored. Well, guess what I say? I look at their face and guess what I say? You didn't understand. You did not understand. You didn't understand. They will say, yes, yes, I did. I went to a convention, but at the convention there were so many people that I got stepped on. A lady stepped on me. Ah, I'm not going to do that again. He did not understand. What does getting stepped on by a lady have to do with anything? The truth is, he's complaining because it costs money. There are people who will tell me things like this, and I always know right away that he did not understand. What does that mean if someone does not take the time to see the whole picture? The answer is it means nothing. I had a young guy, 27 years old, who was employed, and I invited him to a seminar. We had a spectacular time there. There was an awesome diamond speaker from out of town. That day, he recognized new pins of the business. So, of course, a partner of mine brought a trombone. And every time there was someone introduced, he blew the trombone. Wah, wah. This guy saw the trombone he was blowing in the auditorium every time someone crossed the stage. After the event was over, I caught up with him. I asked him, how did you like it? He said, it was okay, but I don't think I'm going to come back. I asked, why? What happened? His response was that it's incredible that someone brought a trombone with them. He kept blowing it every single time that someone was recognized. What was he doing? He was complaining. Why did he complain? He is complaining because he does not understand. He didn't understand. 3 years later, I saw him and he's in the same place he was 3 years ago. He stayed in the same place. Why? Because he did not understand. So, what is it that we have to do in this business of Amway? We need to work to understand. So, take note on the first secret to this business I am giving tonight. The business of Amway has nothing to do with selling, it has everything to do with understanding. The business of Amway has nothing to do with selling. It has everything to do with understanding. It is a business for people who understand. Soon you will notice that people use the same excuses over and over and over in this business. Some of you may be wondering, if I don't sell, then what do I do? I thought Amway was about selling soap and shampoo in order to move volume. If I'm not required to sell, what is it that I have to do to become diamond? You will see this is the first big error people make. This is the same big mistake that I made. Secret number 2. In this business, diamonds with results and freedom tell us and show us exactly what to do. They are our teachers. Rich, successful professors with a huge business that spans around the world. Books, tapes, functions, and seminars is what you must do. The key is there are no secrets because it is all shared with you exactly how they made it. If you observe history, there has been people that were brilliant and they had the capability to transform philosophy, economies, and politics. These leaders learned from others who had results and knew the rules of the game. Throughout history, people have searched for teachers. People would go find Michelangelo, Aristotle, and Socrates to assure that they were learning from a teacher who had the most wisdom. And this is fantastic. The Greek teachers were responsible for Western civilization. And another secret that I'm going to share with you right now in this business is Amway's education model. Amway's education model shows you from the beginning what you must focus on to get the results you want. I will never forget the day that I was sitting in my car listening to CDs back to back. I remember asking God to give me the strength and show me the way to acquire the discipline and work ethic needed to become diamond. I can remember very vividly, as if it was yesterday, sitting in my car alone, crying, tears rolling down my face. Why was I crying? It felt like finally there was a chance for me. It felt like an opportunity. For the first time, I felt through discipline and habits and a proven system in place that leads to the rich Professor Diamonds who teaches how they did it. I will always remember the day it happened. I was by myself in my old car, and that is where I decided I will be diamond. But most importantly, it was that day I decided to do what it takes to get there. Sometimes it feels good to cry. It was the same day I made the decision to form my life in a way that would give me the opportunity to achieve freedom. I kept listening to as many CDs as I could. I remember when I started to understand this business, each CD has a leader who will teach you the business. I would sit and listen to diamonds in this business who had no special privileges yet earned their freedom. It was 8 years ago when I started, and the only thing I had was hope in my heart. The only thing I had was the desire to learn. If you want me to tell you what I have done in this business to have success or to be able to walk, I have formed discipline and habits that would help me understand. At this time, now I want to share with you another secret. I do not sell products. I made it because I have read the books. It is fantastic. The business of Amway is a business of understanding. It is a business of understanding. It is a business that is absolutely distinct from what we see. There are people with little results that do not understand. Today, I think about everything that I still don't know. And when I think about the business, I think, oh, well, I still don't understand the business. I am a leader, and in my group, there still is not one diamond. I know a leader that has 170 diamonds in his business. He's a crown ambassador of Korea. He has 170 diamonds in his group. So, what do I say? I don't understand. I still don't understand. So I have to go learn from a teacher that knows more. I have to go to a teacher who knows more so I can understand more. It's fantastic because Socrates would say the only thing that I know is I don't know anything. So I don't come here knowing everything. What I come to tell you is that when you start the business, we are zombies. The majority of people are asleep like zombies. You will see that people don't understand. Last week, my group told me they wanted to learn from a leader that is connected to the education model and reading all the books. They tell me they really want to understand. We want to understand, but when I look into their face, I can see as we talk, they still don't completely understand. Why is it ethically important to understand? Because if you understand, you will be able to help others. If there's a group of zombies, the group will die. What happened to the group? Well, they died. Well, the group was full of zombies. So the first key is to develop the discipline to learn so your business can grow. Amway is the number one network marketing company in the world. It is number one in the world. There are markets that dominate all over the world. Thousands of diamonds, thousands of diamonds, thousands of diamonds, 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 and crown ambassadors. Who is going to be diamond in this room? You just have to start and do it. People will see that this is no joke. The only possibility that I see in this business is for you to reach diamond. The only way you will reach diamond is by plugging into the education program. So my point is that you have to work to understand this business. What is it that I do in this business? I work to understand the business. The reason understanding is so important is for when you give the plan, if you transmit to the prospect that this is selling products, they will think Amway is about selling shampoo. The prospect will think that this business is the sale of products. Remember this when you start. If you do something for 21 days in a row, it turns into a habit. An action becomes a habit after 21 days. So, what you have to do is work so that you can begin to grow. I work to transform into a leader in this business. Right from the start, we plug into the education program and work to transform our character. What we do is create an organization. Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel started Amway and to this day continue to surprise the world. It has surprised so many. Amway has the ability to impact economies around the world. It has the ability to transform economies around the world. So the big question is this. Do you think salespeople can transform economies around the world? Hello? The business of Amway is full of people with a high ability to learn. This business will give freedom as a gift for those who persevere. You see, many people make the mistake of recruiting people to sell products. The truth is, salespeople will never be free because the business they are in does not have a system to give freedom. So for that reason, you will see companies motivate their sales force. What is it that most companies try to do? Companies will pay to have someone motivate the group. The reason they do this is to raise the level of motivation. They tell the crowd, you can do it. You're a champion. Believe in yourself. You're a winner. That is called motivation. The other day, a person came to me and asked me to motivate him. This is why I'm saying the business of Amway is not about motivation. This is not a meeting of motivation. Diamonds do not motivate, diamonds educate. Because motivation lasts one day while education will last your entire life. So when I begin a relationship with the person, a lawyer or doctor normally has a perception that this business is to sell products. He does not value the opportunity. He does not value it because outside most companies want you to sell. We do not sell here in Amway. We dig for gold in the dirt. This opportunity is for anyone who wants it. But let me be very clear that this is not a business of sales. One of the rewards is freedom. Freedom is time. Freedom to do what you want. Freedom to spend more time with your family. So if you ever talk to a lawyer and the picture you give him is that we sell products, this is how you hurt your business. This is why you hurt your business. If they would have told me that this was to sell products, what do you think I would have done? I would have said, I don't want to sell shampoo. I was an employee for 18 years with postgraduates and attempted doctorate. I don't think that I would have done this. Outside, there are mountains of things you can sell, but you will not generate the results that you want in this business by selling. The first thing that I want to share with you is what I do when I invite a person. The first thing I need for them to understand is what it is that I'm doing. We create organizations. I am creating an organization. And one of the rewards that creating an organization will give is freedom. Amway is an economic vehicle that will let you achieve your goals and dreams. There is a book that was written by Charles King called The New Professionals. He says in that book that if you find a network marketing company where you sell products, look for another company. So, who is this Charles King I speak of? He is a professor from Harvard. He is a professor that has spent years of his life studying network marketing. Start now, start today to understand the process. You have to go to the seminars so you can take the first steps. You will see that the foundation of this business is to understand what we do. Start your process of evolution. Your organization will start to move volume. This is something different because your results depend on the volume you move in your organization. Now, I don't know if you sell the products or you collect them or what you do with them, but you have to move volume. Volume, volume, volume. I have to move volume in my business. I'm going to explain how I show people how to move volume from the point of view of understanding as opposed to the point of view of selling. I'm going to construct an organization. When you start your business, set a goal to reach platinum. Platinum can be your first goal. The most important thing to understand is you are constructing an organization. You are creating an organization. This is what you will learn. This will depend on your ability to work with people, your ability to demonstrate the business, the ability to communicate with others, the ability to listen to others, and the ability to transmit the message in a good and effective way. Because the key to this business is creating what? An organization. The foundation of the project is to create an organization that moves volume. When I started, I was given a book written by Kiyosaki. In this book, Cash Flow Quadrant, he tells the story of the village in Italy that does not have water. What do you think I was doing as an employee with titles? I was carrying buckets of water. I was carrying buckets of water. The only difference between me and someone that worked for minimum wage is that my bucket was a little bit bigger. That was the only difference. My bucket was a little bit bigger. If your job was carrying buckets of water, do you think you need to find talented people to help you? If you understand this story, you will attract talent for your business. You will start to look for people and find leaders. I simply listened to the CDs and read the books to help me understand. I had to understand that I'm going to construct a pipeline. If your job is to construct a pipeline, what do you have to do? You have to find the best pipe, the best glue, map out the land where you're going to lay the pipe, and understand everything that has to do with constructing a pipeline. That is why you need this education program. That is why you need this education. The education model will help you attract talented people you need to construct this pipeline. You grow your mind with information that will give you the blueprint to construct the pipeline. But always be careful when you construct your pipeline. Sometimes I go with professionals and academic people that are intelligent and I tell them about the project, and they will come into this business and I can see that they do not grow in this business. What does that mean? It means that they do not give themselves the opportunity to understand. Is it my fault or is it their fault? It is their fault that they do not understand. How much time does it take for a person to understand? I have no idea. Some understand quicker than others. There are some who stay a zombie for 2 years. That is why people come to me and say, I don't know what has happened to me. I tell them, I don't know either. I give and I give and I give. A lady came to me and said, I'm not motivated. I wanted to tell her to leave the business. This is not about motivation. Why does she want to be motivated? Because she does not read. Because she does not read. Why is she not motivating herself? The answer is because she does not read. So, what is it that happens in this business? We do not motivate. What we do is get excited. That is why we become business people in Amway. We get excited. Becoming excited is not the same as being motivated. It's not the same. What we do is live excited in this business. How am I not going to be excited? I went to talk with a doctor and told him that this business will give you freedom. The first thing you do in this business is put the goal of becoming diamond. Because when you start the business, I assure you that we don't understand anything. When you become diamond, you will start to understand. When you are diamond is when you start to understand. Tell your leaders to help you at a minimum to achieve diamond. The minimum will be to achieve diamond. When you become diamond, you say, wow, no wonder they're so excited. This will happen because you reached freedom. That is when you begin to understand. The education will grow your character and you will have more respect for people. You will learn how to be agreeable. I have leaders who have groups that do not move volume. Guess what happens in those groups? They don't understand. When you start this business, you begin to read and you go to the seminars and connect to the education program. When this happens, you start the process of understanding. But if you come and come and come and your group does not move volume, what's the problem? They don't understand. So what do you have to do? Motivate the people? No. The first answer is do not motivate your groups. Don't waste time motivating your groups. If your group is connected and they do not move volume, the only solution that you have is to look for someone else. Look for someone else. Find another group. Look for someone that understands. You will see that there will be groups that do not take action in the business but are happy. I will tell her to relax. You and I are going to be friends. I see that the group doesn't understand. I do not pressure people to make volume. This is a key to this business that I found. Do not pressure people to do volume. I do volume only when the group understands. I do volume only when the group understands. That is why we love the education of this business. This business is to construct a solid business with the required time it takes. So imagine a business where you have to motivate all of these people. That is scary. I cannot have a solid business if the leaders do not know what they're doing because the business will fall apart. I put a goal to work with the group so that they understand, not so they can be motivated, so they can understand. not so I can motivate them, so that I can help them understand. I have a leader of a group who's 28 years old and he qualified platinum. He has 6 platinums in his group in 1 year. That's good. It's incredible to look at what you learn from people. He would tell the group that Amway was about selling. He did not understand this part. What do you think happened to the kid? He does not understand. His group thinks that we sell. Selling will never give him freedom, even if he stayed in it for 50 years. It will not give him freedom. In 3 years, you can generate your freedom. Imagine the privilege it is to be a diamond in this business. It is a privilege. I am always looking for people who understand. When someone has a problem, more than likely it's because they don't understand. Problems are in your mind. When you have a problem, it's in your mind. If there's a convention and you make an excuse that your niece is coming to town, you do not understand. The problem is that you do not understand. People that don't understand will not go to the conventions. If people don't understand, you will not go to the seminar. If people don't understand, they will not move volume. It's scary to move volume with someone who doesn't understand. This is what happens. You start to understand, you are creating an organization, and begin to do the basics. The first goal to make is platinum so you can make money. Your organization is going to last you your whole life. It has to be done well, and you can do it without complaining. If people stick their tongue out at you and tell you no, that has nothing to do with it. If someone closed the door in your face, it has nothing to do with it. I had a group and it died. That has nothing to do with it. Let the group die and continue forward. Make a big group and start over. The person that understands does not complain. The one that complains does not understand. They told me no. They don't understand. I had a big group that died. That has nothing to do with it. Find another group. When I entered the business in the beginning, my neighbor would see all those boxes from Amway. He asked me, "Do you do that business?" I said, "Yes, to consume only." I did not understand. I did not understand. I didn't understand. At that time, I did not understand. I did not understand. And once I understood, I would tell people, "I'm going to show you something. This is Amway. It is amazing. Let them die." It's incredible when you understand, you get excited. When you understand, you get excited. If you're not excited, it's because you do not understand. One time I went to a city and arrived at 2:30 in the morning. Leaders arrived because they wanted to talk with me. Why were they there? They understood. Do you think if they were salespeople, they would have come? What would your wife say if you asked to leave the house at 2 a.m.? What do you think she'll say? Go, and in the morning, you're going to get it. Why? Because they don't understand. Because they don't know where they're going. There are people that are reaching for their freedom. If this is the case, how would you not go where you have to go in this business? They are reaching for their future. When you reach for freedom, you will start to say, "I'll help you." So if someone has freedom and they say, "I'll help you," you should go. You would move the volume that you have to move once you understand. The majority of the people do the business like a zombie. I have groups that will tell me, I start the whole group and they tell me, "I'm making a sacrifice to put my 250 points in." They don't understand. That has nothing to do with it. Don't worry about your 250 points. What I need you to do is understand, because when that person understands, they will move 3,000 or 2,000 points, 4,000 or even 5,000 points. They move what they have to move. They're not worried about 150 points or 300 points. They move what they have to move. Many times we lose so much energy in groups. People come into the business like zombies. They don't understand. What does this have to do with 200 or 300 points? When you start the business and create an organization, you will qualify. I do not like doing volume with zombies. I love when people make points when they understand. I am going to clear things up for you. When a person starts, it is important for them to understand that they are going to construct an organization. My immediate focus is on the education of that person. This way, I know that they're going to go to the events. This is a reason I must make sure that the person connects to the education program. A person that does not read one book minimum per month in this business does not understand. They don't understand. It's incredible. They are low with understanding of the business. These people don't love the business. Why? Because you're not educating yourself to understand. You're not educating yourself to understand. It is said that when you start the business of Amway, it doesn't matter if you're a professional or not. The majority of the people outside learn useless information. When I connected to the education program, I learned that you must become a winner in life. Because if you're a winner, they are going to want you around. What is it that you want to do with your life? Be the best that you can be in life. Be the best that you could be in life. To be a winner is imperative in life. It is important when you start this business to understand. If you understand what you are doing in this business, you are going to fight to reach diamond. To understand the business means that you look for quality people to show the business to. You have to learn how to look for quality people to do the business. To understand means that you have to find quality people to do the business. There are platinums, sapphires, emeralds, and diamonds. Okay, if you want to do the business, do it big. You must educate your mind to have the capacity to see the vision to arrive at diamond. The day that you're able to find talented people, you are going to reach diamond easily. People who do not understand think you need to find the first people that you see. When you do bring people into Amway, the first thing you must do is connect them to the education program. The first response I always get is they like what they see and hear. When they are excited for the business, they start the education program, which will transform a person from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. They begin a process of evolution, and the evolution is internal. It is precious to see a person grow. You see it in their face. You see it in their smile. This is the biggest form of capital that a person can receive. What do you notice the majority of people that come into the business do? Do they stay or leave? The majority of people leave. Have you noticed the majority of people that see the plan? What do? Do they start the business or not? They don't enter. People, this business is perfect. This business is made for you to achieve diamond. There is a lot of dirt in the world. There's a lot of dirt in the world. The person that told you no is the dirt. Dig another pile. Dig another pile. Contact others. Contact others. Tell others. Tell the person who does not understand this is part of the process. I'm not saying that people are dirt. People are perfect. As far as people who leave the business, how do you think I look at it? It means nothing when they leave. That person does not want to do the business. That person does not want to do what you have to do to reach diamond. I have to respect people. When I understand that, I learn how to excavate people. I'm like a tractor. I give plans. I move the earth looking for diamonds. I understand that the majority of people that did not come is the dirt to dig through. They are people that do not want to understand. When you learn this formula, if your group leaves, stay calm. You must move dirt, and you will find people like you that will begin to dream. People like you that begin to dream. People that are excited, and people who read.